Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today I'm going to be looking at a beer that is not craft at all, and in fact, I don't know if we can really call it a beer, but we will see. I'm going to be looking at a series of beers actually from a large home center in Japan called Cainz, and that's spelled Cainz. And Cainz is a store or business that was started in 1958, and in 1978 they opened their first home center in Ibaraki, Japan. And by 2015 they had over 200 stores. By 2023, this year, they had 234 stores and over 13,000 employees. They're part of a group called Beisia, which I think is more common in the northern part of the Kanto region of Japan, Koshinetsu perhaps, so they are part of this large group, which is a group of supercenters, where you can buy almost anything. And in Cainz stores, they do sell all manner of goods. You can buy, food and snacks and drinks and home supplies. But Cainz specializes in what we call DIY, do-it-yourself. So there's a large section of the stores that have materials for home projects, home improvement projects, that sort of thing. Okay, so let's look at several beers from Cainz. And this beer from Cainz is called Kogane. And I think it's, if this could be considered to have a flagship, Cainz could have a flagship, it was probably this one. Several of their beers are named Kogane. And Kogane simply means gold. This is the character for gold, kin, and ko here is yellow. So yellow gold, or simply gold. And this beer is considered a happoshu on Untappd, and on Rate Beer it has only 2 ratings, and I think it should be classified as a pale lager. 2 ratings, and the average is 2.97. Untappd 31 ratings, and the average is 2.15. So quite a bit lower. Only 2 ratings in Rate Beer, and I guess one of them was a little bit high. 5% alcohol by volume, and this is a 33 milliliter can. I'm sorry, 330 milliliter, not 350. So they've cut down on the size a bit from the normal 350. And they are touting here the French hops, fine aroma hops, and fine Belgian malt as well for this beer. It contains malt, rice, sugar, hops, caramel color, and spirits from two sources. One is barley and the other is molasses. Of course, molasses used to be a common ingredient in beer a long, long time ago. And molasses is used in the production of rum and other things like dark rye bread and that sort of thing. And it costs 98 yen with tax, 108 yen, and that would come out to 73 cents US and 0.68 euros. So this is a very expensive beer, or inexpensive beer, very cheap. Ridiculously cheap, and it probably is ridiculously bad. We will find out. I have had this before, but it's been about 10 years, and I'll tell you what I thought then at that time. Okay, so Kogane from Cainz, brewed, I assume, in Vietnam by S.A.B. Miller, a subsidiary now of AB InBev. I guess everybody's going to belong to somebody else at some point. Who do you belong to? All right, it is, of course, quite clear, some sort of snow globy carbonation rising up. And about a quarter finger of rather sort of filmy foam. Aroma, ooh boy, sewer. Maybe there's some citrus hiding back there. Grass, mulch. This is pretty foul. There's tiny grassiness, some thin malt, fine Belgian malt. Yeah, it tastes like malt extract to me, honestly. Some citrus, I guess. Spirits, yeah, the spirits are definitely there. And the spirits are probably what's ruining the beer. It might not be bad if they had left out the spirits or found a way to get around that. Yeah, this is not the best beer in the world, that's for sure. And I don't know if Cainz. I'm going to look at 7 Cainz beers, and we'll see if any of them are any good. So I did rate this 1.8 out of 5 about 10 years ago. 9 years ago, and so I don't think I would give it much higher, maybe even a tick lower. I don't know. This beer does not deserve your attention. I'm sorry you had to watch this far, if you did in fact watch this far. Yeah, so that is it for today. Better beer for you. Take care. Bye-bye.